Good morning, beautiful people. We are going to do a drawing for you today. So many questions, so many questions. I don't know how to start. One of the questions I constantly keep getting is about my construction of my drawing and how I think them forward. It's very difficult to kind of say in words. Except for if you go back to my earlier videos where I kind of explain about when I'm thinking about the process, I'm thinking about a circle. The head is a circle or a pear shape or a square or a triangle or whatever shape your head wants to be. And then you start to think about the small details and only the small details. Don't start worrying about the character. Don't start worrying about where the legs are because you haven't got to the legs yet. Okay, this is a very, very, very important part of my process and my journey. And when I'm drawing the nose, I love drawing the nose and I just enjoy the nose. And I just think about the nose. Do I want it to have hairy nostrils? Do I want it to have big nostrils, little nostrils? And I think about those details and just those. And that way, I find a lot of times the drawing will kind of come together in small pieces that I'm happy with. Doesn't always work, but that's the process. So I thought maybe I would do a kind of a rough base for whatever today's drawing is going to be. It'll be very rough. It'll be very, very gentle. And I might just put in a couple of shapes, talk them through about what I'm doing and why I'm doing. And we'll find some happiness along the road. Okay, so today's word is chains. So chains give a lot of feeling. They give a lot of feeling about being chained up or necklaces of chains or a chained animal or a chained prisoner or a slave or a chained beast, some kind of monster. Monsters are always fun. Monsters are always easy. Okay. All right. So let's just start with let's just get this pen actually working. And we're going to start off with a very large kind of shape. I hope you can see that. And it's basically a kind of a hunched over beast type of thought. And on top of that, we will put our kind of squashed egg type of feeling for where the head is going to be. So it's giving us a very small head on a very big hunched over. You can kind of add to that. Do you want to have a little round head? Do you want to have big cheeks on him? Do you want to have small cheeks on him? Do you want to have a long chin on him? That's where you start to add. And on this one, I think I will add another kind of big domed kind of idea to his face, just to help with that kind of hunched over kind of feeling. Now, because everything's so big, I'm going to try to do opposites. So something I love to do. I love to do opposites of. So it's a very big character. He's got very small arms or very small legs, or if he's got a very small head, he's got a very big body. If he's got a very big body, he's got a very small head. It's just a nice way to kind of put your pattern together. And on that, I will kind of come up with some big arms, maybe something like that. So you can see that he's got very big muscular arms. And this might change a little bit through the drawing, and I'm going to put down some very, very, very thin legs, giving him a kind of a very, very thin. Now the chains are going to obviously come from, I'm not sure where, the hands, the feet, around his neck. That's something that you can decide also. but I will put them out to a chained bull or something like that there. Maybe a bit bigger since he's so big. That's our basic drawing. I hope you can kind of basically see that. It's very, very light. I don't want to go into too much detail. I just want to basically think about a kind of egg shape with a bigger egg shape as the face, and then a big bent over muscular body. Could even make the kind of a little bit longer, big chunky arms, and that's our plan mentally. And when I draw, I usually do this with my head. I usually think, we're going to draw an egg, and then I'll draw something around an egg, and then, you know. So all we need now is a delicious pen. That looks nice. That's today's one. And we're gonna throw down some ink. So get your pen ready. Let's draw along together. Come on, it's nice and easy. And I don't know why people. I kind of warn people and say, I'm going to draw. And then they send me like 50 messages, you know. It's like, really. Right. So I'm going to start here with I'm going to start on the nose today. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like there's something driving me to the nose today. And the paper is slightly bleeding again. I need to stop buying this paper. Don't buy cheap paper. No, it's not cheap paper. It's definitely not cheap paper. And I kind of want this feeling of kind of sadness with this creature. He's being chained up, and I want to kind of get that feeling across. And that's what we're going to try and do here. We're going to try and give him a very sad expression. And again, back to our old video about expressions, about using the eyebrows and things like that to kind of get our drawing worked out. And it's a very good technique. One that I learned many years ago, probably in the old Disney days. Probably even before that, to be honest. I was very crazy on my drawings. Even back in the days before I was with some of the big companies. I've always loved drawing, always. Even since a very, 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 very small kid. And that's a beautiful part of my memory. And it's a very good point also about kind of happiness in general, you know. I think these days, there's so much going on, and there's so much worry and stress, and I think we can all kind of just remember a time when things were beautiful. And I kind of, you know, it's only a few ways of kind of building back your happiness and thinking about a beautiful time, thinking about a happy moment. And then kind of once you have that beautiful feeling in your mind, in your body, then carrying it forward into the day, you know. Or if you're drawing, you know, try and think of the last time you did a really beautiful drawing, and the last time you did a drawing that made you so happy to do. And that will bring a little bit of kind of happiness into you. I really don't like that nib, I'm sorry. So I'll change it over for a slightly different one. It's not so much a technical reason. It's just I'm a little bit nutty, and I get a little bit kind of like that nib doesn't like me and stuff like that. And I kind of get a little bit kind of like I kind of feel sometimes the nibs don't want to draw today, and they don't want to work with me, and you know. So we've got this character here, and we're going to give him a big. I'm going to give him a couple of big, chunky teeth. Mr. Miro's chasing this squirrel up and down this fence. It's crazy. The squirrel is just looking at him. Look at this. Look. Can you see them at the back there? Oh my God. The squirrel was up this end of the fence. Just looking at him like, well, what are you doing over there, mate? I'm over here. Come and chase me. Terrible little beasts they are. Okay, so this is the basics. Now you can kind of feel like already I feel my drawing is a little bit stiffer and a little bit kind of more kind of, oh, I know there's a circle there. I know I'll put down a guide for this. So my kind of mind is already tightening up a little bit, and that's something that one of the reasons why I like to just draw kind of a little bit more loose. And stop sending me messages. My God, really? I know exactly who it is. And this is the creature. And I kind of feel like I should give him kind of like almost big ears, almost like. How come you didn't catch anybody, Mr. Miro, huh? What's up with you? Those squirrels are laughing at you. And the by changing the style of the ear, changing the style of ear, whatever you want to call it, it kind of changes him now from kind of like almost like a monkey face into a bizarre creature with long ears, maybe like a Bigfoot or something else, you know, like some kind of mystical beast. And again, that's part of the beauty about what we're drawing here, why we're drawing, that we can change, and we can change things around as we wish, you know. And we can change our kind of monkey face into a very kind of mystical beast. And that's something that's really beautiful. Really, leave me alone. And that's a trick that I do quite often when I start to draw. Some days I don't feel kind of that I want to, and I'm maybe feeling a little bit unhappy about things, and I start thinking, well, yeah, but you know, the other day when I drew that fish, and I did like the fish called Wonder instead of Wanda, and that was kind of cool. I like that. And oh yeah, you remember when we did that with the ink? And oh yeah, that was great fun. And then I kind of feel like, wow, man, I should really do another drawing, you know. And that's such a beautiful way to think and to feel about using your own kind of memories in a way to kind of to make yourself happy, to bring happiness back to yourself. I mean, what a fantastic way to live your life if you can do it, you know. We all have our problems, we all have our crap that's going on in our life. So just forget it. Just put it on the side and pick up a pen. And come draw a strange creature with me. Alright, I've decided I'm going to put a collar on him. I don't know if that's going to be chained or not, but it will add to his being trapped, being caught. And again, you've seen me kind of changing the weight of my pen, and that is basically from that direction to that direction. And it's not a incredible technique or anything. Like at the moment, I'm trying to get it very thin and hairy, very like hair hanging, and I'm drawing it in a very kind of upright style. But when I want to do a very thick line, I tilt the pen down and I kind of go with it, and feel like that with you when you're drawing, that you're kind of guiding it like a steering wheel or something, you know, that when you tilt it this way it does this, and when you tilt it that way it does that. So you can see that when I want a very thin line, I'm really kind of getting into that point of using my pen a lot more like that. And when I want to get very, very thick, I can kind of scoop it down like that. Do you see the way I'm kind of doing that? I'm trying to give it total thickness on there. It's looking nice. And there he is, my poor little creature. Happiness is also very kind of an elusive thing for a lot of artists. It's, you know, we kind of, sorry, a little fly there. We do kind of get into a lot of sad times, as it were. Yeah. You do all this work and you get very little recognition, and it's sometimes very, very difficult for people. Sometimes it can be very painful and very stressful in a way. That's a lovely texture on the back. I love that. That just gets me really, really, really excited when I just start to feel the creature, feel the hair from it. And this would be a lovely one to put in some grey tones. Maybe I'll do that later on. If you want to, send me a message and say, hey, put some grey tones on that beast monster. And we can do a little bit of that as well. And that's another way of kind of adding to your characters and adding to it. I don't put so much color on things because, well, I'm not really sure I mean, in the modern kind of day, I guess it's kind of more kind of asked for and needed, but I'm not really sure it helps. Although some of the Ronald Searle pictures I have up there, I don't know. It's, when you look at it, it's so basic and it's so simple. And, oh my God, he's just an absolute genius when it comes to just dropping a little bit of color onto something. It's just amazing. Checking all my cameras are still going. And So sometimes it's nice just to put a little bit of a gentle wash on some things, but I almost kind of feel like I need to kind of fill in more. It's like, you know, I'm just a little bit worried that might take ages and nobody will be watching at the end. And everybody say, "Oh, Kieron's doing hair. All right, I'll go make a coffee and I'll come back." Can you make me one as well when you're gone, please? Make me a nice coffee or a really, really delicious hot chocolate. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be so nice, a nice hot chocolate right at this point in my day, my morning, whatever. That feels beautiful. It feels really, it's almost like I'm kind of like feeling like I'm almost like brushing the creature's hair, almost like. I heard Mr. Miro just go run off or whatever. He probably heard me say brush hair, and he's oh, he's fighting his monkey. Where's Monkey? This is nice. I'm usually not so keen on doing all this kind of little detail stuff, but I think this drawing really just needs it. You know, it's like it needs just like bang. You know, it needs some kind of movement in there. It needs some power in there. It needs some feelings in there. I almost kind of feel like we're kind of getting this lovely feeling from him. Coming up nice, isn't it? It's just getting a little bit more. No, I think. Right. See, that kind of hair kind of almost makes me feel like it's some kind of like Bigfoot or something, you know? And yes, I'm using my hand as a wiping cloth. Absolutely disgusting. I know. Where's my paintbrush gone? There you are, you beautiful devil. I want to kind of get a little bit more muscle definition in there. I don't feel it's like, I feel like it really needs that thickness on there. Same up there. I'm feeling it's just, you'll see your own drawing, you'll look at it and you'll think, you know, if it had a little bit more weight on that part, if it had a little bit more definition right there, you know, it just makes it stand a little bit off from the, and then you'll go back and you'll think, well, yeah, well, if I do that, I should really have, yeah, you know, you're right, you should have done that. That's beautiful. And that kind of gives you a lot of guidance then with your drawing, and adds a lot of kind of again there, you know, it's like that kind of gives that whole collar, gives that whole collar a lot more weight to him, and I love that for him. Let's get in there and do his gnarly big fingers. And thank you all the people that do take the time to watch and to send me comments. I absolutely love all your comments. And don't ever feel like, oh, I sent him 5 comments yesterday. Oh, I shouldn't write any more. Write whenever you want. Send me a comment whenever you want, as often as you want. I will always reply. I will always be there to pick them up. It's nice. Oh, one thing I hate about my drawings, if I get paint, I get ink on my hands and then I bump, make them. I don't like that. I can make as much mess and splash as I want. Bang. You know, but when I start doing stuff like that, oh, I get so angry at myself. That's what I call messy. That little bit down there. But you know, when I'm rich and famous and I'm dead, and in about 1 million years, I say, oh, that's Kieron's handprint. You can see all. This drawing will be worth billions. Yeah. Yeah, coming down to his hand. His hand doesn't have any hair on it. That's what's quite a nice kind of feeling about those kind of curled hands type texture, is that they're just big knuckly hands, you know. There's a friend of mine online who's been rather sick. Mr. Cook, you've been sick. You stay well. You stay healthy. I need you. I need all your comments and your lovely chat. So you stay well. Stay healthy. That's important. That's very important for all of us. But especially for Mr. Cook. So any of you out there in praying land can give Mr. Cook a prayer and a good luck, good health. That would be appreciated. Sounds like a beautiful man, although we've never met. There's lots of beautiful people there. Lisa is another one who's beautiful and sends me lots of comments, and all of you. I mean, you make my day worth £1 million. That's the other arm coming in there. You see, that's where I need that little definition there. Boom. That's worth £1 million, that line alone. Alright, let's get some more of that hair down there. You got monkey tied up in my feet, have you? Yeah, it's kind of it's a bit of a kind of a sad picture, really, that. There's a lot of sadness in the world. There's a lot of war going on everywhere. Everybody's fighting with everybody. Well, you know, you're this color, I don't like you. You're that flavor, you know. Stop war and start drawing, you know. Right, so what are we going to do his feet as? I kind of like the idea that his legs are kind of naked skin, you know. I'll kind of give more give him a couple of little stray hairs on his leg. Yes! And then we can give him a big gnarly toes, can't we? That would be nice. One, 2, 3, 4. So we need to have another one. Put a little dinky one in there. Give his big foot, my chunky ankle. You know what I forgot, haven't you? What have I forgot? I've forgotten my chain, haven't I? Uh-oh, emergencies. Dun, 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 dun. Do I have any left? Do I have any Tipp-Ex? Do I have any Tipp-Ex? Oh, dear, dear, dear. Oh, no, it's all dried up. Right, no worries. No worries. We can do anything, can't we? So we should put the big chunky clamp on his other leg. Oh no, I've admitted now that I've made a mistake. Oh dear, dear, dear. What is everybody gonna say? Oh, Kieron screwed up yesterday. What did he do? He was drawing a chain and did he? Yeah, he forgot. Yeah, he forgot. Yeah. All right. So that's the big chain there, tied around his leg. See, I'm talking too much. Concentrate, man. Concentrate on what you're doing, man. What are you doing there? Oh, I guess I'm just enjoying it all too much, you know, just drawing those big gnarly toes and putting some hair on his feet and whatever. All right. And that's his other foot. We get in there and do our chain. That's our chain coming back there. Poor leg is all chained up. And that chain is coming all the way over. He's already chained up there, isn't he? You're not going to escape, Mr. Bigfoot creature, hairy beast thing. I'm going to put a big link on that ball, like that, so that it's latched up to it. And then we're going to draw, where's my brush gone? Let's get a nice big chunky ball going around there. Oh, I like that. Oh, I love that. That's nice. That's 100 kgs, that. It's going to be a big heavy lump on his leg so he can't escape. Get a little bit of shading on there. Give it a nice kind of round feel to it. I think I've got like 680 people already. 680 people watching me. I mean, is that crazy or what? You know, I'm only drawing a picture and I've got 800 people watching me. Ah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All those people that take their time to come and watch me draw is like, it's just incredible. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, I've got to put my name in there. Oh dear, I forgot put my name in there. I've got to squeeze it in down the bottom here so you don't forget who I am. I'm Kieron Siemens and you're watching my inky drawings. And I hope you're having a lot of fun today. Oh, it's quite a long one today. I hope you don't mind. It's a little bit longer than usual. They're usually about 20 minutes. This one is about 35 minutes. Wow. Let's see how many people are still here at 35 minutes. Anyway, I've really enjoyed you being with me. I love having you here when I'm drawing. You know, the one beautiful thing about all those numbers, not that it's anything to do with money, all those numbers make me feel like there's somebody there. There's somebody sitting watching me or sitting having a cup of coffee while I draw. And it's a very beautiful feeling. And that is my name on today's word. Kieron. On a beautiful day, we have been watching this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful creature. Let's get a bit of sunshine there for him up in the sky. Just to make it all seem more sad and sinister. Thank you very, very, very much for being here. I love every single one of you. And it's been an absolute pleasure drawing today. So, once again, thank you all. And you will see us very, very soon. Here he is. Come here. Here he is. You all want to see him? Go on then, say goodbye. Bye-bye. That's Mr. Miro. And he's chasing all his squirrels around. And we will see you again very, very soon, won't we? Hey? See you soon. Bye-bye.